Hey, what's up, Mega Bloks fans? I'm gonna give you guys a review of the Mega Bloks Dragons Universe set number 95231 Eagle. This thing's got 30 pieces, and I don't know what you call this. I call it a hover bike. Some would call it a speeder. Well, that's probably the majority of those people would be Star Wars fans also. So yeah, but I've been pretty excited about this line since we first saw pictures of them online from Toy Fair, like how many months back. Mostly for me, I can say mostly for these guys, these Alliance troops. So yeah, I mean, here we go. Here's a full package shot. It's got the cool kind of foil kind of paper here. I don't know if you can see these. There's little pictures right here they have on this side panel. And a logo there, and logo there, and on the top, bottom. So there you have it. And then on the back, shows that right there, and it shows the other ones that are in the assortment. You got the Falcon, the Stallion, and the Eagle, and then you've got these dragons: Flesh Tear, Iron Claw, and Skull Rush. So pretty cool. I'm not really gonna be collecting the dragons. The Dragons universe is I think it's a pretty cool theme, but you know, I don't know the story behind it. I know there's a website where you can read the story behind it, and but I'm basically gonna collect them for the Alliance faction. I really love the design of these troops. And that's really gonna be the main reason. I'm not even gonna get them for all the vehicles. Like, I want all these guys, and I'll probably find other ways to get the figures, but I don't want all the multicolored stuff. I love the white one. You know, the Eagle here. It's you know, it's, how do you say? It's just it's got a very standard look to it. You know, like this is something that you'd see like they'd have a bunch of, and yeah. So anyway, without further ado, let me get this thing opened up and give you guys a look at what's inside. Alright, so here's the instructions. It's quite big for such a small set. So there you go. That's cool, because even though the instructions are really simple, they print it out big, so which is good for you know, maybe like younger kids who might be building these. And then there's the little parts chart right there, and then on the back got this little Dragons Universe poster, and it shows all the dragons, or Predivores as they are called here, and all the Alliance characters, and they are individual characters, which is cool, but at the same time I would want like an army of just, like, you know, standard troops who aren't like unique characters. But you know, there's more than enough of these guys that if you collected them all, you'd have a cool little army, and you wouldn't need any duplicates, and you know, or you know, it doesn't even matter. You don't have to use them as the characters they are. But that action shot is pretty cool. So yeah, let me show you guys the parts bags. This is a little different. It's in these blue bags, which is quite different than what I'm used to with Mega Bloks. But it's got the same perforated tearaway things right there, which is cool. And then here's the pod thing. How does this open up? And it's got the parts for the figure, and it looks like, that's kind of cool. The figure is in pieces. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see that, I think. But that's kind of cool. They let you assemble the figure. One thing about these is, I don't know why they included these. It reminds me of those, I forget what they were called, not long ago. The Plasmaverse or something like that, and they had those robots and stuff, and they came in these things. Not really necessary here. I don't think the little hover bike thing when assembled fits in here. Maybe the Alliance troops come out of these things. I don't know. You can kind of pretend they're like drop pods, like Lego DST, and then they just pop open. And the guy comes out, or something, whatever. It does have some studs on the top here. Yeah. So that's, yeah, I mean, you can kind of pretend those are drop pods. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this assembled and give you guys a closer look. Alright, so since this is my first Dragons Universe review, if I do review any other sets later on, I won't go into detail about the figures, but since this is my first, I will cover the figure in a little more detail. Alright, so since this is my first Dragons Universe review, you know, I might get some more sets later on, but I won't really go into detail about the figures. But since this is my first time reviewing one of these Alliance figures, I'll go ahead and go a bit into detail. So let me give you guys a 360 view. And I can say I am very impressed with this guy. It's not without a little disappointment, just a tiny bit disappointment, but I'll get to that in a second. It does have all the same articulation though. There's no more or no less on here. And just for a comparison, since most people who collect Mega Bloks these days are Halo collectors, there's a comparison with one of the Spartans. So, you know, for the most part, same, you know, similar build, articulation and stuff. Which brings me to what's slightly disappointing about these Alliance troops. Lack of paint apps. There's so much detail in the paint apps in these Spartans, you know, with the wash and everything. They could have easily done a wash to bring out these details instead of looking so plain gray. The only paint apps you get. It kind of looks like there's paint apps right here, but I don't think that is. It's just the plastic. Well, you got the shoulder pads here and the visor. Not visor. What do you call it? The lenses. The lenses on his. The eye lenses. Yeah, whatever. Which is cool though. At least there's some printing on here. Aside from the silver on these shoulder pads, there's printing here. There's the Alliance faction logo right there, and what I'm assuming is their rank. So other than that, there are no paint apps. But the sculpting is great. I love the design on these guys. I love, you know, that they're like these heavy armored troops. Kind of reminds me of Warhammer 40,000 or like Mutant Chronicles. Not as heavily armored, but fairly heavily armored. And here's his gun. Really cool. And the shield. I like how the shield has the Alliance logo on it right there. I like to do this with shields with this nature. So I think that's pretty cool. That makes a really cool kind of like heavy trooper. So yeah, so there you have it. Now let me show you guys this vehicle, whatever you want to call it. I call it a hover bike. So let's do a quick 360. And of course this is just a small set, so it's a fairly simple build. So there you go. I think this thing's really cool. It's got this orb-like thing in the center. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a marble. Kind of cool that, I don't know if that's supposed to be like an energy source in the Dragons universe or something like that. It's pretty sturdy. The only thing that's like kind of fragile is these right here. They're not like gonna slide out easy, but you know, given the nature of it, they can pop out like that if filled with too much, and they're probably not gonna break, but they'll snap out. So let me put this guy on the bike and show you guys that. Alright, so as you can see, he does seat very well in the bike. He's got a great riding pose. Very cool. I love it. I'm really digging this. You know, I'm probably gonna army build these. Get maybe like 3 of these. Really cool. You can see this thing like zooming along. You know, and you can put the shield on there however you like. The various ways. I think in the box it looks kind of like something like that. And you can put his rifle. Oops, that thing fell off. Put the rifle, although it's like upside down. If you want, you can put it on the others. That's just how they show it, like on the box. But if you want it to be like right side up, you put it on that side. Put the shield over here like that or something. That's kind of cool. So there you have it. I like these things. I really like these things. I'll probably get one of the larger sets later on, but this is probably like my favorite from the line anyway. One thing I forgot to show you guys earlier is you can put either the rifle, kind of like the Halo guys. You can put the rifles on their backs, or you can put the shield. Put the shield on and you can still be using the rifle. So that's a nice little touch. I'm also torn if I want to, you know, use the shields as a standard thing. Although it does look really cool. It does look really cool when he's got the shield on. So yeah, there you have it. Mega Bloks Dragons Universe. Again, I don't know what they're officially calling these vehicles, but I call them hover bikes, speeders, whatever you want to call it. This is the Eagle, and there's also, I forgot the other ones. What's the other ones? The Stallion and the Falcon. This is my favorite one. That's probably the only one I'll get. I'll probably get like 2 more of these. Might be cool to do a crossover, you know, have these guys mix them in my Halo universe. I think they're really cool. I mean, look at that. What do you think? This is the main reason. I mean, I'm really just gonna get this line for these Alliance troops. I think they're really cool. If you're into like sci-fi action, these guys are really cool. So there you have it. It's my review. The Mega Bloks Dragons Universe Eagle. Hope you enjoyed, and plenty more to come. Thanks for watching.